fantastic. And we know anything that you find for us, Barbara, is tried and true by you as a third generation in your family, florist and gardener. Now we're going to talk about your Oriental poppy Picotee live plants. The poppy kind of has a bad rap, or at least this one is going to, kind of put your mind at ease. Plus, these are amazingly gorgeous, really stunning. 3-piece poppy live plants. You're going to get 3 bare root plants, and Barbara will show us again. These are deer and rabbit resistant. Ding, 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 because, depending on where you live or where you're wanting to plant these, that becomes something really important for you to factor into what you like. So 3 easy pays at $10.99. Again, if you have your QVC credit card, one of the many benefits, you can get this home for 5 easy pays. So you can think about that as well. Barbara, you have talked to us about these a couple of times. They were just introduced this month, and they really are a find for somebody who's always wanted to grow poppies and couldn't.
I know. And you know what? So many people are intimidated because it looks like such a delicate flower. You don't see them everywhere. A lot of people think this must be really hard to grow. This poppy Picotee is so easy to grow, super low maintenance, drought tolerant. So that in and of itself makes me just love the poppy. But when you can get one, Pat, that has this kind of color on it, that gorgeous, satiny, almost gray paper look to the petals, but it's done in like Mother Nature created it in that beautiful creamy white with that coral edge and that black center.
God, gorgeous.
It is so pretty, and it also is a poppy that is huge in size, 4 to 6 inches across the face of this flower. It is going to dazzle any garden, any container area that you put this in. It's going to also be a nice bloom of late spring to early summer, to have this very exotic looking, like they're uncommonly pretty in their shape with the layers of the delicate petals that definitely reminds me of gray paper. There is a great shot. It is so pretty when it's outlined in that coral.
Yeah, the texture on it is amazing. And almost as if like somebody has come along and hand painted each one of those petals.
That's exactly what it looks like. And this is something that if you give this that full sun area year after year, these are going to come back. And I really do very little other than feed them and water them if they, it's a dry spell, but they're low maintenance and drought tolerant. That grow guide is going to tell you everything you need to know about the poppy, and it's going to become one of your favorites because I said, like, my children are low maintenance and easy and they thrive. Like, these poppies are too, and they are such a show in the garden.
And the idea that they come back year after year, so you do the work one year, and then the next year they're better, and the following year, and you look forward to seeing them peak their heads above the ground. I mean, that's amazing when you think about it. 3 easy pays at $10.99. We'll get 3 bare root plants home. Now, these are deer and rabbit resistant, so now you don't have to worry about that. Thank you so much for finding that. I know that's not always easy to find. I mean, it doesn't mean if your deer are particularly hungry that they might not munch, but I don't think is it the aroma or the texture or both they don't like?
They don't like the texture of this, and it's just such a pretty flower that will attract you, and it'll attract picture takers if they're in an area where anybody can see these. I'm telling you, from the size and the color, they are that photo op. Plant them in containers or right into the ground, and definitely cut a few for yourself. Bring them into vases, into your house. It is such an exotic looking flower that everyone thinks is really hard to grow, and not the case. Simple, easy, and amazing.
The 3 bare roots that we're going to get. Do you have them there by any chance so that we could see them? Okay, good.
Let's see.
Good.
Oh, I still have, look at this. This just came out of the bag. So here it is. This is how it's
Oh,
going
they're
to come to
big.
you.
Nice.
Yeah. But you know, Pat, they are going to come in different sizes. So
so don't worry.
fret if, one may be smaller, one may be larger. Dig a hole that's about 2.5 times the size of this root. Then you want to get it planted down to about 1 inch below the surface. So pick that area that full sun area. Is that the border? Is it a rock garden that you would love a very cool, interesting plant to come up year after year? And there we go, 1 inch below that soil surface. And you're going to water this in. Now, in the first year, you're gonna, watch the watering more. But as it's established, you're going to see that this plant is very drought tolerant and not in need of a lot of babysitting. But it will love Blossom Booster, as all of our plants do. And if you want them to be the best that they can be, water that in with the Blossom Booster, and it's going to give your plants all the food and energy that they need to be these kind of amazing plants in the garden. With this kind of color and show, you can make your garden look so different. Is that when you get a flower or plant in the garden that you're not seeing at every single garden center, this is going to change the look of your garden. The color, the texture of this, that size is awesome, 15 to 20 inches tall. Is that great? You can put this middle of the garden, front of the garden. It's such an incredible look, and really I don't have to do much at all.
It is getting to be, as we get ready to go into a brand new month, we're getting towards the end of garden season. Now is the time. Barbara and her team will send these out when it's appropriate in your zip code to put them in the ground. M89528. Barbara, we will see you with Sandra at 2, so in just a little bit.
Oh yes, I can't wait.
Okay, we can't either. Thanks, Barbara.